everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are on part 13 of the Collage of Kittens. See how much we've got done. Only have that much to go. Let's go ahead and get this organized. This is the section that we're going to be working on today. Looks like a white kitten's face this time. And let's go ahead and bring that into focus. As always, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. Hit the thumbs up to notify YouTube that you like this content, and leave a comment. Thoughts, ideals, suggestions, or just how you're doing today. Going to start with the W. We have quite the amount of sections here on the W. Hope everyone is doing well today, or as well as can be expected. I'm doing okay myself. Still healing. The healing process is definitely slow when you get joint replacements. So these areas don't, the white and the check marks, I'm probably going to use the large stylus, but in this smaller area, since there's only these few, it seems like more work just to get the stylus out. Although I do have a very large W area right here that I'm going to break it out for. Just to fill it in. Wow, look at that. Okay. And I'm trying to get another row here. Okay. Look at that. Wow. It never ceases to amaze me how much these can cover in a row. It's like, wow. It's kind of fascinating. And then just one here. Whoops. One here. And then I see two right there. Alrighty then. That does the W. And we can put that one away. The next in line is the letter P. Now this seems to be all concentrated pretty much right here. And we have a row of 3. Sorry, having technical difficulties. Yeah, that ain't working out at all. All right, let's retry this. A row of 3. And if we turn that sideways, we got another row of 3. Either way, we're going to end up with one being blocked off. So we're going to do that. And then another row of 3. There's 1. And then we have 2 there. I'm going to have to shake these out a little. I don't have many rows going on. And this is just annoying right here because it just creates more singular ones, as does that one. So, a row of 4. And then on that big one, we're just going to put a row of 4 and then do another row of 4, rather than trying to take out the big stylus, because that's just a one-time row. Okay, very good. So we'll put the P away. And then we have the letter E, the lowercase e, very strong color. That's all concentrated pretty much over here as well, other than a few bits right here, which are easily enough put in. And then we'll go ahead and do some grouping so I can see where I need to get singular ones in. Because sometimes when you're doing the groupings, you actually create singular ones due to blocking off while you're doing it. Stylus is keeping some of them. So, and I'm going to do 3 here. Come on, stay on the adhesive. Another good reason as to why I glue down these drills before I'm going to be putting them on canvases, because as you can see, you can lose the drills and the adhesive does not always hold them. So, and no one wants to buy a painting that starts to fall apart on them. All right, so now we're going to work on the check mark. And we have a lot of them. I might even have to get into the storage container because there are so many of these. So I'm going to start with the large stylus, but I'm not using the full one. I'm just using the slightly smaller one because, as you can see, the number 1 is pretty predominant as well, and it's hard to tell where each one starts and ends, and I'm trying to keep myself orientated here. So it's very distracting that there are so many check marks and the number 1. So best bet is to just start doing some fill-ins, but controlling how many you're using and where you're putting them. Okay. And of course, you have to get the lines to cooperate. Because if you can't get them in a row, they don't want to. And as you can see, I'm just using the smaller one to control, because even though there's a lot of these, they're not huge rows. They're running about 5 to 6 drills a piece. And you don't want to pick up like 8 drills and then have them in the way. So I'm just trying to fill in some of the drills to shorten the rows up so I can see what I have and not have quite so many of these on open and available, you could say. All right, I need to work on my rows just a little here. Okay. Right now I'm doing like rows of 4. I see another large row up there, right along here, along a row. A lot of the rows are starting to shorten up now, so here in a few I will be using my other stylist because I won't need this big one. Okay. As you can see, I am doing rows of 4 right now. and I believe that the rest are short rows or singular. So I'm going to switch to my smaller stylus to start with the fill-ins. All right. Yeah, I still have to glue that in. I still haven't done that yet. I think I noticed my glue sitting on the table. I think I didn't glue it in yet because I was trying to see what end I preferred with the single end. And I do believe I like the small end with it. It allows me the opportunity to work with the smaller groupings and you know, from 1, 2, 3, and sometimes 4. The 4 is a little bit more complicated due to the head being smaller. I don't always get 4 if I want 4. But yeah, so I definitely need to glue that in now. I wasn't sure. I knew I liked the singular head because I like how it has the curve to it. So okay. I wonder if I mentioned that this was part 13 of the Collage with Cats. I would hope I did. It's really coming along now. We are now over halfway through it. The last video was the halfway mark, and it's coming along now. I need to do some grouping here. Okay, so a lot of these are 2 now. I see a 3. Okay. Huh. Maybe there is some cellophane in the way on that. So we're going to skip over it right this moment because I'll have to get the knife out to lift it or move it out of the way. Even though I cut it, sometimes that cellophane is very persistent. It doesn't like to get out of the way. Whoa, I dropped it. Sorry about that. That even startled me. Twisted it too much. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of the singular now. There's quite a lot of them. Filling in all these upper ones that are, whoops, okay, just a little bit too much of the clay. Getting a lot of these filled in. It's looking really good. We still got some groupings, but I'm getting a lot of these singular ones all filled in. We'll work on the groupings next. All right. Okay, do this down here. Oh, guess I won't. Again, I gotta move that cellophane. Whoops. Well, like I said, I have got to glue that. I think that is going to be a priority now that I see that I use it so much. That's why the single head never comes out, is because I glued it in. And them O-rings do not hold them in. That they gave me with the okay, and I still need 2 more. Oh, well, actually, my problem with those 2 is the fact that I believe there's cellophane in the way right there. So what we're going to do is we have a razor knife right here, and I am going to lift that cellophane up and out of the way. Now to hold it there while I put the drills down. Apparently there was even a little cellophane in the way further on. Even though I cut the cellophane, everything, I still ended up with a piece that got in the way. Because again, it's not an exact science. All right. And I believe that is all the check marks. And so the next we're going to work on is number 4. Not sure how many of these there are, but I doubt that there's a huge amount. Definitely scattered. And that appears to be all. Nope, there's 2 and there's, okay, I see a few more now. And we best get those. And in fact, there's a few that are groupings here. Good thing I kept looking at them. As I said, sometimes it's so busy. There's so much going on that it's easy to miss things. All right, that does number 4. Next in line is the letter B, capital B. So we're going to do capital B. And the few I see seems to be more in the upper region, and here along the side. We have these as well. All right. And then all right. And that seems to do capital B. The 3 diamond grouping or triangular grouping is another word to call it. I don't believe there's a lot of these ones either. These are used for shading usually. I don't think that they clip down in very well. Okay. And that appears to be all the B's. Or I should say the capital B's, because that's what they were. And now we have the letter S. Oh, that was the 3 diamond. Yeah. Now we have the letter S. All right. And these are a little everywhere. So we got some here, here, here. I'm going to go ahead and do that grouping right there. There's a couple of small groupings right here. I'd like to get out of the way before moving on to another area. And then I see one right there. None here, one there. Okay. And then we have just some up here. From a little grouping to a few scattered. see a couple groupings of 2. Okay. All right. And then I believe next would be the number 2. So S is done, and number 2 it is. So this one's a little unique as well, because again, just seems to be small splatterings of them and a few groupings of them in different areas. Okay, there's another grouping up there. Up 2. And then of course there's also this one. All right, and then of course we have them down here. I see both groupings and singulars, so still kind of working on the singulars. Now I'm gonna go to the groupings. Okay. All right, that appears all of them. So number 2 can go back. And now we have letter R, capital R. This seems to be different areas, more of smattering of scatterness. Okay. There's even one right here. Okay, I guess that's right. And one right there. Okay. Not a lot to rave about, that's for sure. Now we got Q. We have slatterings of different ones as well on the Q. We even have one down here. Whoops. If I can get the drill to flip itself, there we go. Because there is a flat side to the drill that sticks to the adhesive. And then the round side, or more faceted side, is what glitters. All right, and so, and then of course we have Q's up there. So we'll be filling those ones in now. And I see a capital E right there. So I will be doing a capital E next. And that is it on the Q's. So there is a few slatherings of capital E, which is a really pretty violet color. And just a few here and there. Not much at all. Not much at all. Nope. And then we have an M. Actually, if we go across, it's letter D first. So, a capital D. And I believe that is the only one of those. And I might have even missed it when we were doing it. So that appears to be it on that. And then we have an M. Now we do have a few of them. And again, just small, singular droppings. And the kitten's eyes here. And some shadowing up above. And that appears to be it of the M's. Again, just a small slattering. Then we have the rectangle with the line through it. So we have, these are scattered throughout. Some are singular, some are groupings. So I'm doing some of the groupings first to get them out of the way, because they're very, very light gray. So even white cats have various of tones throughout their fur, which is why I'm not surprised to see it with this white kitten. So and as I said, this is scattered throughout, so here soon we're going to be doing the singular ones. It looks like I'm almost done with the groupings. I see another grouping right up here. So then we'll concentrate on these singles. As you can see, they're quite throughout. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So that is that one. And our next one is going to be the plus sign. I'm going to have to end this. I'm getting a call and I can't refuse it. And I will pick it up on the next video and finish this. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time. Hello everyone. This is still part 13. I had gotten interrupted by a phone call that I needed to take. And so this is the continuance of it. We left off getting ready to do the plus sign on it. And now we are going to continue working on this. I want to apologize again about the phone. Welcome back everyone. This is still the part 13 continuance. I received another phone call. I had to stop the video again. I will be piecing these segments together. So when I go to upload it, it won't be perfect, but I will do my best. All right. Now we're going to do, is that number 1? Yes, it is. All right. Now we're going to do the letter T. I am going to leave the number 1 for last on this particular one. So we are going to work around it and get these other odd amounts filled in rather than doing all of them. Actually, I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do like this last down here. Makes it a nice short goodbye on them. So right now I'm working on T's. And we have so many different varieties in this video. That's for sure. And a lot of interruptions, which are really annoying. That's the only downfall of doing videos with a cell phone. But my cell phone is my most advanced technology beside my laptop. And laptops really don't do camera work very well. Okay, so the letter T is done. Now we're going to number 1. Okay, and this is a huge variety of sizes. I believe I'm going to do groupings first as a way to fill in this particular number because it is quite daunting to see so much of it. And as I said, it's always great to shrink the space up when you're working with it, to see what you have and then fill in the singular ones rather than trying to deal with so many of them. And as you can see, when you're filling in the groupings, it shrinks it pretty fast and allows you to be able to be more on the uptake of, you know, what is still groupings and what are more singular that are left over. Okay, and I do believe what's all left are just singular ones. That's when you start filling those in. And that's pretty much pieced in. Wow, that was a lot. All right, and then we have the number 4. I don't believe that there's any more number 4s anywhere, just that one particular one. And then we have the musical note. So we'll go ahead and do that one. And of course the eyes are that color of blue-green. We'll fill that in. And more of that color. And then we have also a blue-green for shadowing, and then all along here, which I think I'm just going to grab groupings. Otherwise, I have to fight with it to try to develop lines. Oh, didn't let go of the 2. And since the lines aren't developed either, it's just way easier to just do small groupings There. Perfect. And then we have the number 9. And I only see one of those. So just grab a quick one. And then we have the letter F. Just one of those. Right. Then we have the letter N. And again, these are just certain ones that are then we have the letter V. And one of those. A lot of one-offs. Okay, and then we have the letter B. Okay, and that's the lowercase b, which is a nice green as well. I'm just going to fill in these two singularly, like so. And we have one there, and we have one here. We also have a number 6. Which is a light blue, again, part of the eye. And then we have a double diamond. There's one double diamond right there. And again, I think it's because it becomes part of the shadows. We have the number 8. And we have a few of those. I'm going to just fill it in this way. And then we have a starburst, which I don't think I've used that yet in this. No, I haven't. Wow, is that bright. So now we're coming to the end of the video. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I very much appreciate you. And again, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment, suggestion, or anything. And I hope you all take care of each other and take care of yourselves. And until next time, I'll see you then. And there we are. Have a great one.